and gentlemen, this is the 15th episode of the Adam Lee Show, I think.
Yo, that was my high school basketball number.
You played high school basketball?
Well, basketball my whole life. That's all I did.
Really?
Yes. Like every day from like when I left school until 9 at night.
What position were you?
Forward or guard.
Really?
Yeah, no, I killed that shit.
I love basketball.
Wait.
Deadass.
Kevin Garnett is like my top person like I would cheat on anyone with.
Oh, he's awesome. I would cheat on someone with Kevin Garnett. He was my favorite player growing up. Like exactly. I saw them when that team won so much.
He was like when I would like needed to be inspired to practice more, I would watch videos of him just getting angry and like diving on the floor and just being like
He used to like run Revere Beach every morning.
Yes, there's a
like
dramatic
barefoot.
video. There's a dramatic video of him running on the beach and he's just like, you got to give everything to win. You got to buy in. If you're not buying in, you're not winning.
You know how psycho that is? Like, you know how painful that is to run on the beach? There's like more resistance.
Your calves are burning.
It's like borderline not even good for your feet.
Psychotic. You got to be psychotic, but you also have to be psychotic to be Kevin Garnett, the shit he fucking does.
And to be that good of an NBA player, you have to like push yourself.
But the balance I had though with like basketball idols with Larry Bird and then Kevin Garnett. Like
okay.
just like complete opposite spectrum of people. Like
yes, very much.
But they both shit talk. Like you hear stuff about Larry Bird like in games just like being like, yeah, you're gonna miss that shot. Like you're gonna miss that shit. Like your wife's gonna leave you tomorrow, like tonight, because she's gonna see this 3-pointer I just hit, and like she can be like, you can't hit it like that. And he's gonna be like, yeah, I can't.
No, yeah. he talked a lot of shit. Like the 3-point contest, he was like, yeah, I think he walked in. He was like, yeah, which one are you coming in second? Yep. Right? You hear that story?
Exactly that energy.
Yeah.
That's the energy people not need more of, but like you need to feel it inside. But you don't really need to exude it.
Okay.
Because that makes people fucking hate you.
Yeah. Well,
unless you're good enough not to, like, you can't be hated. Especially in sports. Like, there's sports, it's such, like, a structured, you're either fucking great or you're not.
Yeah.
So when you're able to talk that type of shit, you're that good to back it up. There's not a day where you can't back it up because you're that consistently good.
You got to be great. And KG, there was some stories, like him trash talking, like Tim Duncan.
Wait, is that the dude with the fucking suits? Like Tim Duncan's a basketball player then.
Yeah.
There's an interviewer, like a guy who did interviews who would wear these flamboyant suits.
Really?
Colorful and everything. And there's this interview he does for Kevin
Craig
Garnett.
Sager.
Yes, and he literally said to him, he was like, Craig, if that's his name.
Yeah, that's his name.
He's like, Craig, I love you, man. But this suit, burn it. Take it off. Burn it. He's like, even the shoes? And he's like, even the shoes, Craig. Burn it.
Did you see his jersey retirement ceremony?
I didn't.
You just had his jersey retired.
I know that just happened, but I didn't watch it.
Dude, he's like this. He's like still in great shape. He's been retired for like 5 years. He's still like as intense as he always been. Like
that's what I mean.
He's just built
different
that way, you know? Like he just has a different mentality and he's just locked in on everything.
That is the mentality.
Yeah.
That's why he was like what I looked up to. That's all I did. Like I didn't do art stuff until like after high school. Yeah. I did it in high school, but I didn't think I was good at it. I was like, I enjoy this, and I wish I had more time to do this because all I was doing was sports.
Yeah.
But you're not just like snap of the finger great, unless some people are. Some people are just snap of the finger great at any art thing.
Yeah.
But I was decent. But I was like, I can't do this. I'll just dribble a basketball forever. I'll pass a volleyball.
Basketball is an art, in a way.
It is beautiful.
Right?
Get a nice Euro step with a spin move.
Oh, we gotta play one-on-one one of these days.
No, I need practice. Okay, I'll prepare. I'll train.
I've been practicing my floater a lot, you know. Ooh. Yeah, I'm like a Tony Parker type.
I need to get the handles back because I had a behind the back that I always did.
Oh yeah.
To get around people, and then once people started learning it, that's when I started hating basketball. I was like, you can do it too, man.
Oh, I thought you meant by learning it like they were defending it, like they
both.
were.
They could defend it, and then like when I like saw other people like being able to do it, I was like, this ain't special no more. like this isn't cool.
How'd you guys do as like a team?
Oh, I don't know.
Wakefield. No?
I didn't continue playing in high school. I was
okay. I thought you played in high school.
But then once I got to like the middle of high school, I quit on some like dramatic emo shit. I was like, I hate basketball. I'm gonna do art. And then I just didn't do the art. I just sat around being like, I'm gonna do art. Then I finally did the art, clearly. But I want to play basketball again because basketball makes me happy. Like working out like that, like it's so fun.
Oh, you get a workout in. It's like everything.
And just like shooting around and just like I don't know. It's like the whole feel.
Oh, and you know when the shot's going in, like it releases well. Yep. Yeah. Then you know when it doesn't either. So that's not a good feeling.
You don't have to look at it. You just walk away.
You forget. You need to have like a short memory as a basketball player, right? You just need to.
Well, there's so much time to make up for stupid shit.
That's true.
It's always back and forth.
That's my problem was like I was like too hard on myself. Like if I screwed up, I was like,
You get deflated.
Yeah.
That's a huge issue. That's an issue across the board with anything people do, though.
That's
you
true.
do something that's just that's not immaculate or isn't this vision that you're seeing. You're like, this is gonna turn out like this, and it doesn't. You're like a balloon popped at the end of a birthday party.
That's true. But okay, how did you get into? So you got into art. During high school. Well, you said you were going to get into art.
Yeah. So, like, I was always interested in it, and I got my camera that I use now in high school. I just didn't use it for a long time.
And what is it, Nikon?
Nikon 30, like DSL 3200. It's nothing special. Like, it's nice.
A camera.
Yeah. A camera's a camera. I really hate when people come up to me, or, like, just in general, photography, they, like, ask all these intricate questions about your equipment and stuff, but, like, not on, like, I want to learn from you energy. It's like, I'm judging you.
I'm testing you.
Yes. Like, do you know exactly what you're shooting with? Do you know, like, what this, and that does? Do you know the difference between my camera? Do you know that I spent $3,000 more than you did? Like, that's what it feels like, and I hate that energy.
I got you. There's a lot of people like that.
Because you can have beautiful equipment and still the framing of your shots are whack.
It's true. That's
like,
true. It's true.
Cool, it can be super in focus and the colors are vibrant. That's awesome, man. But there's more to it than that.
A lot more to it. That is a shame. It is like professionally, it is a lot equipment. But yeah, no, there's a lot of people who are snobby about that.
So,
like,
like
what are the megapixels on this? And I'm like, I don't,
Exactly. And then I feel like a dum-dum when I don't know.
Yeah.
And I'm just like at a show, I'm like, I don't know, man. You want to look at my camera? Take it. Hold it. Look at it. Like, if you really want to know that bad, take a look. I'm not going to blabber here pretending like I know everything I'm saying right now. Let me go do my job.
Just ignore them. They're just testing you, That's how some photographers, you know how they be sometimes,
Fucking assholes.
It's competitive, for us.
Oh, it is.
It's very competitive,
We like staring each other down. You're like, you're in my spot right now? Get out of my spot.
It's like there's
I'm trying to get that spot.
It's like this unsaid beat. It's like this unsaid, they're your competitor, but you don't want to say it out loud.
Yeah.
It's like, you don't want to, it's just, it's unsaid between you two, right?
And it depends on what they do and what their style looks like as well.
No, that's true.
But that's also in the competitiveness, because you don't know what a client will want.
That's true.
Or just in general. Because that's something I struggle with, is when I'm editing pictures, knowing that I enjoy what this looks like. But is this appealing to the general eye? Because
I hear that.
Honestly, sometimes it's not.
I hear that.
I like really cooler tone pictures. I like muting things out. But then I look at it and I'm like, I think this is awesome.
Yeah.
But I know someone looking at it is going to be like, why am I pasty?
No, I got
Because
you.
everyone loves to be tan. All the white bitches want to be orange. And I'm like, I don't want to make you look orange. I'm not making this picture warm for you. I'm so sorry.
No, I got you. Know what? You got to find clients who like your style.
Yeah.
That's our key, right?
That's hard doing it at shows, though. When you're doing a general show where it's more than
right.
just one artist, like you're working for the person putting it on.
That's true.
That's what I struggle with. 'Cause that's what I do the most, is working for the person who's putting on the show rather than just one artist. So trying to appeal to everyone and then getting enough pictures of all of them looking good.
And there's like 10 of them, right? It's like 10, 15 or whatever, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And it's stressful. And everyone looks different.
Yeah.
And the lights are sometimes different for every person. So when you're going through the set, you have to do so many different things every time. Like, you can't just make a few presets and be like, oh, this looks good this time, so like just keep slapping it on. Like, no, it's every single time.
It's a lot of work.
That's why it takes a long time sometimes.
No,
I
got you.
I put effort into each one of them. Like, I don't like to just preset, move on. That's informal to me, or like not caring enough. I guess intimate's the right word. Like, if you're gonna make it an art, you're gonna really care about photography. You should care about every single shot that you're putting out.
100%. You can't just like half-ass every shot. I mean, there are people that do that, but like you need to like push yourself and push it, because in the end for us, like, you got to have the attitude like, if you go down, like, you're gonna get replaced.
Oh yeah.
Right.
100%.
100%. Like any photography that you do, weddings, shows, you work for artists. If you go down, you're gonna get replaced. They could like you a lot, but you're gonna get replaced.
There's other people.
There's in our space, like with the live shows with art, there's like so many people.
Yeah.
And like the pay's like competitive to say the least. And there's already so many photographers that are like willing to do it for free. Mm-hmm. It's hard.
That's what I was doing at first.
Yeah.
That's what got me all the shows I'm doing, though.
Yeah.
Like, because there's a line between like asking for a lot of money and like knowing concretely your worth and demanding that, which I could do every time if I wanted to. But I want to be rehireable to make these people see me more, know me more. Be like, hey everyone, this is my technique to get you to hire me. I make you all like me. No, but I enjoy the connection. Like, I enjoy actually getting to know the same artist multiple times, like seeing them over and over again, knowing their set, genuinely knowing a few of their songs, being like, I actually fuck with this song. That's why I feel like I have like not an understanding, but I'm kind of like knowledgeable about fucking hip hop and rap now because I've seen so much, and I've seen so many different artists who are trying to do the same thing but in a different tone, just like from a different angle. They're all trying to do the same thing. So I hear some things, I'm like, yo, that's it for you. And sometimes people don't want to believe me, and I'm like, that's fine. You don't want to believe the little white girl with the camera? That's fine. But like, go back and listen to it and be like, shit, Mackenzie might even know what she was talking about. She has heard me 100 times.
Are you saying like you give them tips on their performance?
Kind of, or just like when I see some people performing and they're just relying so much on their backing vocals and they're not as confident because they're relying on it.
Ladies and gentlemen, sorry for the delay. What were you saying?
Oh, I think for a moment. Knowing when people like something I have experienced and I think I'm knowledgeable on is understanding what performance is cut through, because I'm taking photos for a whole show.
What do you mean cut through?
The ones that actually make people engaged. Okay.
Like, well, you see everything, right? That's your job.
I'm watching every set. I'm watching every set. The only time I'm not is if I know I have a shit ton of pictures of this person and I want to go outside for some air or smoke. Yeah. And then I go back in. But it's only because I know, like, I've taken photos of you 5 times prior. I know you have a handful, like, a chest full of my photos. Like, you're not going to be sad when the photo set comes out and you have 10 less than someone else.
It's grueling work, too, so you got to take a break every now and again,
But I like know what cuts through, and people who are like really, really relying on their backing vocals, not just relying on it, but just like they're kind of hiding in it.
What do you mean backing? Oh, like the lip syncing?
Yeah, like lip syncing or just like going over their track, which is fine to do. Like rap over your track if you need it.
Yeah.
But I want to see people more confident in themselves. That's what I mean. It's not like I'm knocking on rapping over your vocals. That's not what I'm saying. I just want people more confident because I can hear their vocals. Like, I'm hearing their mic. Like, I'm hearing that. I'm not listening to their backing shit. I'm listening to them, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, your voice is dope like that.
Mm.
Like, why not be more confident in yourself? Like, you're already doing this. You're already on stage. You're already up there.
Yeah.
Like,
might as well just take that whole leap.
Just take it. Jump. Do it. And it's just not the same crowd, but it's the same crowd, like, same supportive crowd of people coming out to most of the shows. That's the best crowd to like do it in front of. They already fuck with you.
Yeah.
They already love you. Like, they're already supporters of you.
Like, it's where you try things out.
Yes.
Right? Like, you gotta take the leap. You gotta try things out.
And those
You're already
are the people
up there.
to fake your confidence in front of.
Yeah.
Most of the shit I do is faking confidence. People would come up to me and be like, yo, oh my gosh, you know what the fuck you're doing? Like, just because I'm fucking with the dials on my camera. And I'm like, yo, you don't even know I'm stressed right now. Like, you don't even understand I'm stressed. Like, you think I'm doing this confidently right now? Like, it's just because I'm moving fast and I'm just flipping through shit? No. I'm like looking at the pictures and be like, yo, whatever setting I was just on, horrible. And they're like, yo, you look so confident tonight. I was like, if you think so. But it's all facades, so just be more confident in yourself. I don't know. People just need to take a bigger jump on themselves.
That's true.
Like, just
artists,
do it.
Artists, 100%.
Yeah.
It's hard though, you know what I'm saying?
No, I know. I did that shit the other night, dude. I did stand-up comedy the other night.
Really?
Yes. My friends have been telling me I should do it for a long time, and I've always just been like, nah, I don't got jokes. I can't do it. Because I'm, like, conversationally funny. Like, I can, like, have a conversation and people are laughing, but I have no clue how to just, like, be like, hey, and then make you laugh.
Yeah, okay.
Like, just start a conversation that's funny. Like, it's usually me just bitching about something or ranting about something or just saying something random, and then you start laughing. I'm like, yo, why are you laughing? Like, this is real. So, like, it was my friend's birthday the other night, and the bar underneath her work, she's a piercer. Mm-hmm. There's a bar right underneath her work. She goes there all the time. On her birthday was open mic night for comedy. And there's this comedian, Addison, who's been opening up for some Hustle Killer shows. Yeah. She's been telling me, like, yo, why haven't you done, like, an open mic night or anything? I'm like, I don't know, man. Do you think I'm funny? You haven't even heard conversations with me. She's like, I just know. And I'm like, okay, fine. So I told her I would do it by the end of February. I didn't. I lied. I was like, yeah, I'll do it. Definitely I didn't. But drunk as shit at the bottom, like, under my friend's work bar, this dude comes up to us and is like, it's open mic night for comedy. I'm like, I might be drunk enough. And I was. So they took, like, a list of names. I didn't care. So there was, like, this intermission, not intermission, but the dude who was just hosting was talking for a while and was like, who's on next, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, me.
Oh, yeah, you stepped forward, baby.
Oh, I just hopped up on the stage.
Oh, hell yeah.
I didn't even take the stairs. I just hopped. Like, I had my beer on stage, and I didn't know you couldn't bring your beer up. Like, we're in a dive bar in Manchester, New Hampshire. I can't bring my beer on stage. So I take a sip, and the guy's just, like grabbing it. I'm like... And then he like hands it to his homie like off the stage, and I'm like, I'm sorry. And they're like, you can't have this up here. I'm like, oh, fine. They're like, you're already female Hulk the stage. You can't be drinking beers up here too. I was like, whatever. I'm sorry I offended you all. But yeah, I just fucking went for it and did it, and like I enjoyed it because I have these two little jokes. I'm not selling them now. If you want, I need to get confident enough to do another stand up.
You need another shot. You need a shot.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna fucking do it. Because after I did it, I was like, yo, I'm kind of hungry for it. But
oh yeah.
The next day was St. Patrick's Day, and my best friend Claudia, she was back at the bar, and this dude came out for a smoke, drunk as fuck, and she told me this yesterday. She's like, dude, this wicked drunk dude came outside and was like, oh, you're the friend of that girl who went up the other night. He was like, I was peeing laughing. Like, he was like, I can't stop laughing. And, like, he meant it. And, like, that was so cool. Like, I just made a random motherfucker laugh.
That's lit.
Yeah.
Dang.
But that was me taking the confidence, like, taking the advice I'm saying right now, where I'm saying, like, oh, you rappers, rap better. Not rap better, but just, like, be more confident.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I just did it the other day. It's, like, not as scary as you think.
Yeah.
And if anything, just go do it in front of random people. If you're scared to do it in front of your homies, even though they're supportive. Because actually, I feel that. I would not do my comedy bit in front of people I know yet.
No. Oh, see, you would rather do it in front of people you don't know.
Hell yeah.
Really?
Hell yeah.
I'm probably the other way around. I don't know. That's tough.
And especially, but if you're doing comedy, you're saying, like literally, the way I started out, not even the way I started out, but, like, I'm making people uncomfortable with the shit I'm saying. Like, I'm making them uncomfortable. So, like, I'd rather make people who, like, I don't know uncomfortable. Not that I have any issue with making people I know uncomfortable.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Sure.
But they don't need to know my jokes yet.
Yeah, okay.
Until I do it, I'm like, oh, okay, word. I'm really confident in this set. I don't care what anyone thinks about what I just said. Like, their feelings, moot. Like,
you know what the funny thing is, though? If you, like, you know, once you start do more sets or whatever, you could, like, do your own photography. Like, just have one of your friends use your camera, take some photos, and then edit your own and stuff like that, and have control of all the visuals, right?
yeah.
Right?
But it's weird as shit seeing pictures of myself. Tell me not.
No, I like editing my own
like it?
pictures. Yeah, that's how I get the most practice. Like, if I want to make someone else look good, I need to know how to make myself look good. That's how I see it.
Oh shit, you're confident in yourself.
Right?
You wake up every day in the mirror and be like, damn, I look good then.
Yeah, of course.
I hate having people take my picture.
Damn.
Hate it. I'm uncomfortable.
A lot of some photographers like that, you know.
Which is, I think the word's like oxymoron is definitely not the right word, but like to think that
it's
I'm
like
taking
ironic.
pictures. Yes, ironic.
Yeah.
That I'm taking pictures of everyone. I'm like, yo, just let me take your picture. Who cares? You look good. Don't stress.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, no.
You don't like taking yeah.
Hate it.
Yeah, hey.
Hate it. I've always hated it.
Okay.
Not even always, but just.
Okay.
And like I'm toothless and ruthless. Sometimes my smile looks weird.
How did you get toothless? Is there a story behind that?
Not as like awesome as you'd like.
Okay.
I was just born without it.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. Like I wish I did something
You were
fucked
born
up.
without it? Oh.
Yeah, so the baby tooth, like I lost it. No tooth came in. I got
Yeah.
my braces such a way, but the reason I'm rocking no tooth though, I guess is kind of like entertaining, but I had a flipper that like sat on the roof of my mouth.
Yeah.
Like this fake tooth. I had that all throughout high school, and I had lost it before, like misplaced it, because there's a difference between misplacing something and losing something. Misplacing, you know, a 3 to 5 mile radius of where it is. Lost, you have no clue.
Okay.
So I had misplaced my flipper many times, and I'd found it. Like, but in high school, I literally didn't go to school for 3 days because I couldn't find my flipper. I was like, I'm not going to school toothless.
What's a flipper?
It like this plastic thing. Like, put your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Piece of plastic that kind of sits there,
Okay.
and then like there's a tooth.
Okay.
Like it just sits. It just kind of chills. I don't really know how to describe it that well.
Okay.
Think like toddlers and tiaras, where they're trying to get the little 3-year-old beauty queens to have straight white teeth, but they actually have like janked up shit.
Okay.
Something like that. But anyways, I'd always been able to find it, and then one day I just could not find my flipper at all, and it'd been a bit. I was stressing out. I think it was like 19-ish when I lost it, and like this has been a minute me just being lazy about getting my teeth fixed. I'm 23 now, but I was stressed out, and then I didn't want to go anywhere. I didn't want to do anything. But then I finally was like, okay, I'm grown. I need to go to work. I need to go make money. But my dad came downstairs, and the toilet in the downstairs, like in the basement, kept making this like noise. And I didn't know what it was. Like I didn't think anything of it. I was just like, whatever, plumbing. Like my dad came down. He was like, Mackenzie, you know you can't be like flushing like those things in the toilet. Being like a dad about like fucking periods and tampons, thinking like I'm flushing that shit down the toilet, like not being able to say it. And I was like, I don't. Like, I'm like, no, I don't flush that shit down the toilet. And then just an epiphany, I was like, oh, I got fucked up and flushed my flipper down the toilet. Yeah.
Oh.
So I think that's what happened to it, because I never found it.
Okay.
So then I was just toothless and ruthless, and then I just rocked with it.
Toothless and ruthless.
I was like, this is fine, whatever. But I'm getting them fit. Actually, tomorrow it's my dentist appointment where they're gonna, like, I don't know what they'll do, but a tooth is gonna happen soon, which I'm kind of sad about, because I rock it. I really like it.
You want them to come up.
Exactly. Like, I love it now. Like, I was super insecure about it for a bit, and now I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, yo, I'm so cute as shit. I think it's funny. And, like, toothless and ruthless is a great phrase.
Toothless, that could be
Right.
like a comedy name, right?
Right? So I'm mad that, like, in the time where I could have, like, really dove into that shit, I was insecure about it.
Yeah.
And then now
Now
I'm
you like
vibing.
it, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm still on my parents' insurance, like dental insurance, so they're
Yeah.
going to pay for my teeth.
Word.
So that's what I mean. I'm just like, okay, fine, I'll do it. Like, if you're going to pay for it. Because there are circumstances where I'm like, damn, I wish I had my tooth.
Yeah.
Just because some people are judgy.
Okay.
Not in judgy, but, like,
No, they are.
because I
They
had,
are.
like, an office job, like,
Yeah.
for a minute, like, with, like, grown fucking people who went to college and shit.
And they were probably like, oh, well why does she have a tooth? Did she get in a fight?
Like, it's just, you can just tell. Like, there's some like circumstances where I'm like, damn, I would be getting treated differently right now if my teeth weren't like this.
So
But-
it's good that you're getting it.
Yeah, I guess it's
Yeah.
fine. People can treat me different. Honestly, I kind of like it as like a repellent from like weirdos, to make like more dudes not be like creepy. Because men are fucking creepy, especially in the
true.
scene. Not in the scene too, but like I hate sometimes like the insinuation of like men or to think like that I'm not doing something serious. Like,
Yeah.
I'm here to take photos and sell my art. I'm not here to flirt with you. I'm not here to like make
yeah.
anything other than a friendship or like a work connection.
This is professional.
Yes, this
yeah.
is real. Like, take me seriously.
Yeah.
So I
And
kind of
some
like
are
that.
like,
They
no.
just don't get it. They don't get it. They just won't take you seriously.
Really?
Like,
Interesting.
you can sense it. It's like think about all the times like you're saying hello to a guy and you dap them up out of respect or whatever.
Yeah.
When you see a woman, they always get hugs, and I don't want your hug.
You want my dap?
Or just no, not even that, but just like I don't want to hug you.
Okay.
I don't know you like that.
Okay.
So if you wouldn't hug this random dude, why are you hugging me as a woman? Just because you're seeing me in a different way, in a sense.
Okay.
Think about it.
That's interesting. Okay, I from now on, because I'm definitely
or
a
even just
hugger.
like a fist bump, and that's fine to be a hugger. Like, I get it, because
Yeah.
like some of my friends have said like I'm just a hugger.
Yeah.
And like I get that. Like, there's some people where I'm fine hugging, but like some random people or like people I've only met a few times, like artists, where like I don't even remember your name, dude. I remember your face from some photos.
You don't deserve a hug.
Yeah, like people I like enough, fine.
Alright.
But I don't know. I'm just like honest.
Fair enough.
Like, do you get like I don't know. Some people like don't get it when I'm like explaining that. They're
No,
like,
I get
they're
what
like,
you're
You're
saying.
being on some weird feminist shit. I'm like, no, it's not even that. It's just like leveling it. Like, think about if you and I walked into a venue. We're both
Yeah.
working photo. You would get dapped up or get, like
Yeah.
just a handshake every single time. Multiple people would try to hug me. You know
That's
how much of a
true.
distraction that is to
Okay.
be hugged.
Okay.
You
All
know?
right. You're right. I get
Yeah.
it. Okay.
Takes me out of my zone in a way. Like,
Okay.
I'm like, yo, I'm trying to be taken seriously right now.
Yeah.
And then it's just, I don't know. It's just like my weird pet peeve that I don't really express that often.
No. I definitely
Yeah.
see it from your perspective.
Right?
Okay.
So I'm not
Oh.
like beef in the heavy.
Well, I mean, going forward, I'll definitely correct that.
Yeah.
Word. All right.
Just a thing to be like aware of. It's like when people don't like think on the other side,
Yeah,
because
sure.
I didn't really think of it fully until I was around people where like there was more like greeting energy, like what's up, like
got you.
doing that whole thing, and not just like hey, going about your business. Like when there's like a formal greeting, you just see it. You see it in all these things.
Yeah. Wow. That's a lot to think. Okay.
And think of even when you're like female artists who are performing.
Yeah.
Like, they're taking that shit just as seriously as the male rappers.
100%.
But you're seeing that shit in a different light because they're a female rapper. I hate
True.
this, like, guise of, like, female rappers, like, or female artists. Like, no, it's just an artist, dude. There's no difference.
I see.
I hate that
think
term.
hip hop is kind of like. I mean, this isn't. I don't think this is controversial. It is like a little misogynistic.
Oh, 100%.
Right?
It
Yeah.
fucking birthed out of that
Yeah.
shit, and that's fine.
Like you hear these lyrics, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is, there's no, like, there's, like, this weird, like, odd, like, discomfort with women saying the same shit. Like, the same fucking shit. The same shit, but just men can't think, like, they can't comprehend the fact, like, yo, I'm being sexualized? Like, she talking about fucking me? Like, I'm not doing the fucking?
I see what you're saying.
You know?
Yeah, no, I
like, it's
got
a
you.
weird concept to, like, digest for some people.
Because like it's always men who are saying sexualizing women, but then when it's the other way around,
They're
they have an
super
issue.
uncomfortable. It's just a weird homophobia shit. They're like, yo, I don't want to hear about men getting fucked by these women. I don't want to hear it. She talking about my dick right now. I just want to hear about pussy, man. like, come on. I've been listening to rap music talking about fucking men fucking pussies all the time. If I can listen to it, so can you. But just vice versa.
No, you're right. There's definitely an aura of
Yeah.
some
and just in all,
misogyny.
but just like in all like categories of having a job. Not even a job, but especially in like a music industry type thing. Because like when I'm going out to a show, like I think about what I'm wearing, not in a way of like I want to look good, but like how will I be taken seriously tonight?
Oh.
But think about it, you see a girl who comes through in a like tight dress looking hot as fuck, you're not going to take her as seriously as someone who's looking more casual and like toned down.
That's true.
And that's just like an inherent bias. And like I'm not going to say I don't do it either.
Yeah.
Like if I seen a girl in like some fucking tight cocktail dress whipping out her camera, I'd be like, what the fuck is going on? What is she doing here? Like I would feel that way too.
No, you're right.
So there's just more thought that like I go through. Like a lot more thought when I'm going to a show or like how I'll be perceived. Not that I care about how I'm perceived. Really.
But it's a part of the job, right?
Yes.
It's part of your professional.
Being a visual artist.
Yeah, 100%.
Like I'm taking pictures of people to be perceived for them to post on their shit.
Yeah. It's everything. I mean, yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of went off topic.
No, that's fine. Okay,
I don't even know where I'm digressing to, but that was just a little tangent.
I've been meaning to. So.
What's up? Yeah, you talk.
Changing topic. What do you work with a lot of artists? What do you like about working with these artists, and what do you not like? Maybe a little more,
I fucking hate people who. I'll just go to things I hate first. I don't want to talk about things I like yet. I'm in a mood to talk about things I fucking hate. I hate when you go to a show to practice.
Okay.
You're not even there because you're working it.
Wait, let's give the viewers some context. So you photograph like these concerts, right?
But like local shows and stuff.
And you've done like Sue Surf, you've done
like Kyle Goldstein and Honeycomb, or just like I do any Hustle Killer show that Nico wants me at, I will be there. I love Nico.
There's a lot of local artists.
Always shout out Nico Hustle.
Yeah, always. He's been shouted out in every episode, I think, ever since I've had him.
Nico,
okay.
On a side note, nothing would be happening in Boston without Nico.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good guy.
No, absolutely nothing would be happening without Nico. He has a goddamn store.
And that's true, he does.
He has a store.
It's a nice store. It's a nice store.
2 of them.
Oh, yeah, in Revere,
Not
right?
one in Bedford and one in Malden.
Oh,
not
shit.
just one store, 2.
I got the location
Plural.
wrong.
Multiple stores.
I got
Nothing.
the location wrong.
It just makes me mad when people don't like understand what Nico does for everyone.
No,
I would not have any show that I get paid ridiculously well at without Nico's opportunities.
I got
the shows that I worked for him, I met the people who get me to more shows, who got me to Sue Surf shows, who got me working EDM shows, because that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Without working Hustle Killer shows, I would have none of that. So everything goes back to Hustle Killer for me, 100%.
Built the foundations.
Yes. But, fuck, I forget what we're talking about. We're talking about the shows I do. But the Hustle Killer
I was just giving them
ones-
some content. Like you photograph concerts.
Yes.
And like it's a lot of local artists, right?
Yes. So like the Hustle Killer shows would be like fucking 12 to 20 artists.
Yeah.
Because Nico's putting on for everyone, which I love it. But those shits are tiring as fuck.
Yeah.
Because there's so many people. But the thing I hate is when I go to a show to practice. Like, even just an open mic. Like, just going to practice and take pictures, and like a random person who I've never even really met or don't even have a connection with will hit me up within 24 hours and be like, yo, where are those photos at, man?
And
I'm like, yo, they're on my fucking SD card. They're not even on my computer, dude. Like, I went there to practice. Like, I don't care not that I don't care what those pictures look like, but they're not for you.
Yeah.
They're for me.
And then like if you send them to them, they don't even post it. See, I hit on a note right there.
The amount of times, like, for literally a good stretch of time, I thought I was the fucking worst because no one was posting my pictures. And then, but it just had to do with other bullshit. But then, like, the reason I love Hustle Killer, the first Hustle Killer show I did, I had never received so much love for every photo from, like, every artist. Just being extremely thankful and grateful and actually using them and, like, utilizing what I gave them. And that felt fucking awesome. But
they valued you. They valued your photo. Yeah.
They, like, seeing the value in it. They're like, I will utilize this. Like, fucking... The craziest thing to me, okay, I'll talk about things I like fuck saying things I hate right now, but the craziest thing to me was Syph GTTB. He has a print of my photo.
Really?
There was a photo set I sent out. He printed it with his own money. And the wild part about it to me was I almost didn't include that in the photo set because I thought it was a throwaway picture.
Damn.
I was like, this isn't really of anything.
That's another thing. Like, there's some photo you hate, like someone else could love, and that's why it's so hard, right?
And that's the most stressful part.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking about it, I was like, if I never put that in, which I wasn't going to, I just added it because I was like, I should have at least like 15 more pictures in this photo set. Let's add some more. That was just one of them. Fucking loved it. I didn't even realize like it's a picture of the crowd doing crowd thing, but I didn't really look at what was on stage because at the Middle East upstairs with the arches, within one of the arches is Syph like performing. So to him, he's like, yo, what the fuck? Like that's me in front of a crowd. But to me, I'm like, this is just an average ass crowd picture. But to him, like, that's amazing.
That's what makes our job kind of tough.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what makes it hard narrowing down pictures, why it takes me so long to edit pictures. I'll have like 50 of one person. I'm like, yo, what do they like? Like, do they think they look ugly in this? Do I think they look ugly in this? Like, if I was that person looking at me, like, looking like this, would I enjoy it?
Yeah.
That mind fuck is so difficult.
That's tough. And everyone sees themselves differently.
So much differently. Like, you look at a photo of someone, or like a photo of yourself, actually. You look at it and be like, I look weird. And then your friend will look at it and be like, shit, I've never seen you look hotter.
You're handsome. Oh my God.
Yes. Like, you'll be fucking, like, baffled. And they're like, you hate this? And that's the same thing as, like, a photographer sending out photos. You're stressed as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, stressed. And then the people get it and they're like, I love it. Like, it's like fucking printing that shit out.
And that's awesome.
That blew my mind. I was like, you for real, dude? Like, what version do you want? Do you want it to look different? I was like, I'll edit it different for you. Do you want more red? Do you want less blue? Like, what do you want? What can I do for you to make this a better print?
It always feels good when they post on Instagram, too.
Yeah.
They tag you.
They do it right, too. I hate when people fucking tag weird.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Just, like, sometimes they either won't or, like, because I enjoy... I mean, I like both now, but I like when I'm tagged in the photo itself as well, because I like when my tagged of photos has pictures I've taken.
Okay.
Like
I see. I
look at that on people's profiles. I don't know if other people do. Like, people tell me, do you look at the tagged photos and at people's profiles? Because I do.
Yeah.
Anyone I'm looking at their shit, like, I'll look at the photos they're tagged in.
Oh.
So I like when I have photos that I've taken that I'm proud of in my tagged photos.
Yeah.
To say, like, because I'm not that great at posting on Instagram. I need to get better at it. And, like, because I get stressed out being like, what do I post next?
No,
what is a good photo? So I like when I have recent pictures in my tagged of because people posted them. Like, it's of them, so they posted it right away.
So you want them to tag you directly in the photo.
Yeah, and I like the caption, too. I like both. I like both now, but I think it's something people don't think of when they don't do photo stuff.
Okay.
Even some photographers, like, you were just kind of like, wow about it.
Yeah.
Like, some photographers or visual people don't even think about it.
No, I don't. I mean, I like it when they, like, put me in the caption. I just don't even think about, like, tagging me in the photo.
Definitely the caption, hell yeah. I like that as well.
Yeah.
But I think it's cool when it shows up in my profile because it's like me.
That's interesting. You know what, though? I feel like Instagram doesn't always do our photos justice.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Oh my.
It, like, compresses them. I'm like, this doesn't look... I'm like...
Yo, I'm getting crazy eyes right now about this shit. The amount of times photos of mine have been posted and I'm embarrassed. Like, embarrassed.
Yeah, some of these artists don't know how to present our
photos. They don't know how to
photos.
save them.
Yeah.
Like, yo, get on Wi-Fi.
That's facts.
Connect to some fucking Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that's
Take a
so
screenshot
true.
instead of downloading it if it's really downloading that shitty. Like, I've been just, like, embarrassed. I'm like, yo, my photo did not look like that. Like, remove the tag, edit the caption.
That's so true. That's like, my photo did not come out that pixely. It did not. I promise. But someone's gonna think it did, or like if they cropped it poorly, like they cut out. I'm like, I didn't take it like that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
They add a bunch of weird ass filters on it, and you're just like, that's not me.
You're like,
Like, why?
I took that, but like,
I didn't do that. Like, I took the time to edit it in the first place. Then it makes me question, like, editing pictures at all sometimes. I'm like, like, thinking about the crowd that I'm gonna send it to. Like, will these people just edit over it and make it look whack?
It's true.
That happens so often, and it fucking pisses me off.
That's another challenge with us, right? They could just put a filter over it and yeah.
And it's like everything I just did, gone out the window. You waited a week for these photos.
Interesting.
And I could have just given them to you that night if you were gonna fucking take a Crayola crayon over them all. That's what it feels. Literally, that's what it feels like.
No, I got you. No,
like,
you're right.
Instead of drawing with a Sharpie, they're taking a fucking Crayola marker and are just like boop boop boop.
It like doesn't even look that good in there.
No, it never does.
You're like, why did you do that?
It never does. Ever. It never looks that good.
It's like, all right, you know.
I think there's been one time I've been cool with it.
Yeah?
Yes, actually. I forget the dude's name right now. But he used them as album art. And it was 3 photos of him doing this, like, I don't even know, weird pose, whatever. But he edited them in a way, and I was like, damn, like, can you let me know how you did that? Like, I was like, I like that better than my own. Like, that's the only time ever I've been like, shit, that looks fucking great. Because that's kind of like the look I was going for. So I basically did half the work for him to get to this, like, aesthetic that he got. But I was like, fuck, man, that looks better than my shit. Okay. 1 for 1. Like, that's the only time I've enjoyed it. Every time else, I'm just kind of like, I'll keep my mouth shut because I appreciate the love. But
got you. It's hard out there, you know? It's hard out there.
And definitely that's the thing I hate the most. Not the most, but people, like what you're asking, like, what do you dislike with working with artists is changing the photos after the fact, and not even consciously, like at least make it look better. And then 2, harassing me for photos when you haven't paid me for them, and I'm just practicing. Because then I had this one encounter. I went to the jungle just to like practice taking photos at open mic night. Like it was kind of in the beginning of me really taking this seriously, and I was just practicing, and I took a shit ton of fucking pictures. I met some people, whatever, but I never sent those photos out because they were for me. Like, honestly, I didn't even get around to editing them because it was just me getting comfortable in the show space. It was less about the photos or the people. It was like me being comfortable, like switching my cameras out, switching my lenses, being comfortable. Yeah. And this dude hit me up like 3 to 7 times. Maybe 7's an exaggeration, but multiple times being like, yo, like, you were at the jungle. Yes, I seen him in person the next week. And he was like, you were at the jungle last week, right? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, taking photos, right? Like, where are those photos at? And I was like, on my camera. And I was like, I'll get them to you. Like, I got you. Like, I'll do it. Yeah. But then, like, I do other shows where I'm getting paid for, and then
You didn't get paid. This is just practice.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna fucking bust my ass and waste my time. Like, waste my day when it's a fucking beautiful summer ass day out. I'm gonna go outside and sit on the beach. I'm not gonna fucking edit your grimy ass photo. That's not even that good because I was just practicing being comfortable in a show setting. Yeah. But it was repetitive. Like a bunch of times he like in person would be like, what? And then would message me about it. And I was like, dude, and I said the point of like, yo, like I need to edit shows that I'm getting paid for. He's like, I'll pay you, man, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, I don't even want your money. Like, I don't want your money.
I would have taken it.
No, I know, but now I don't even want to feel pressured to fucking give you pictures because you're giving me money. Now to feel like I actually owe you something.
He might be one of those clients that like feels entitled and you don't want to work with people like that.
And then just for entertainment's sake, I looked at the photos that I took and I'm fucking laughing my ass off looking at them. I have maybe 5 pictures of him.
So and then
yeah.
No, and on when you're practicing too, do you ever feel like people like expect you to take a bunch of photos? Like you can't just be there with your camera just chilling. Like the people just like,
it's kind of a stressful thing for me with my camera. So I'm like, I need to be doing this, and that. Yeah. Like I'm thinking about it a lot because I've honestly taken a break the past few months. Like just chilled out, like enjoy going to shows just to go, and then also I've been selling art more than I've been doing photo recently, which I've enjoyed a lot. It's just a different perspective of things because I don't want to just be photo. I have more talent than that.
Yeah, of course.
That doesn't sound narcissistic, but I just know I have more than just photography, and I have more desires outside of that and more creative endeavors, like more goals with art other than just taking photos of people rapping. Yeah, comedy, your photography, your art. I like making collages a lot, and I want to start taking photos of just more abstract things, printing those and making my own collages out of my own photos, not just using the old time magazines that I use. I feel like that's a lot of artists nowadays, you know, like we're starting to become like a lot more versatile, you know, like what I'm saying? A toolbox. Yeah. Everyone has a toolbox. It can't just be one thing anymore. Yeah, because you get bored of like the same thing. So bored. Right? That's where I got, like I love the shows and I love taking photos of the shows, but I got kind of burned out, like not in a bad way, but I was just like, I would go home after the shows, be like, that was such a fun time. Then I'm like, shit, I got photos to edit. Shit, man. I got this, like, not in a negative way, like I love doing it, but I'm just like, I get more excited about making art right now than I do doing photo. But well, you got to keep things fresh, right? But it's a balance, because then I recently did a good music showcase series, like, last week, and I hadn't done a photo event in a while, maybe like 2 months. So I think that was my first one of the year. Actually, no, New Year's I did Hustle Killer. But that was the first one I did in a while because I was basically just making and vending art, which I really love doing. But I missed the whole fucking being at a show, taking photos of the show, like editing them and stuff. So I missed all that. But I think there's a better balance I need to find. Because last year and last summer when I was first starting out, I was just doing show after show after show. And it makes it like convoluted, like the goal, when you're just doing another show. Like you're not sitting and thinking like, why did I take this picture? What did I want out of the show? It starts to get like tedious. Yes. And it's not with a passion or a goal anymore. It's just to get it done, like a checklist rather than like a glass to fill up. I got you. That makes sense. You can't look at art as a checklist like that. Oh, I did this today. Yeah. You got to look at it as like a slow build of like, oh, I've made something I enjoy. Like it was here, now it's there, now it's here, now it's complete. Let's put it on a fucking wall. Yeah, 100%. People look at shit like a checklist, and that's no fucking fun. No, you got to keep it fresh. It's like waking up for work. Yeah. Waking up for work is a checklist. Making art is not a checklist. You can't view that shouldn't be. Like no, it can't be. Exactly. It can't be. Because then it's like, why you're doing it? Just to be on Instagram looking like, oh, I'm an artist. Yeah, just to get famous or whatever. Yeah. No, you don't actually fuck with it. You don't actually fuck with it. You're just doing something to look cool.
It's true. Wow. Okay. Well, we can end it on that note. Where can they? Where can they find you on Instagram?
Oh, Mackenzie Moments with an underscore.
And
Mackenzie_moments.
And you do photography. What type of art do you sell? Just so the people know.
Collages. I make collages out of old Life magazines.
Yep.
They're from the 30s to the 60s, and then I make cartoon paintings where I can paint whatever scene you want or your favorite cartoon. Fuck, what
Custom.
else? Yeah, custom
And
ones.
she'll have a website soon.
Yeah, shout out fucking you. Shout out you.
Thank you.
This is the last thing I'll end on then.
Okay.
Shout out you for helping me with that because
No
there's
worries.
this energy and this like movement. It's not a bad thing, but the whole entrepreneurial.
Hell yeah.
Can you say the word for me?
Entrepreneurial.
Yes.
I
Energy
think.
and movement where it's like do it yourself, make your own business, do it like all that, which is cool, awesome. Yes, have your own business. Yes, do as much as you can yourself to save money, but there's a point where you can't do it all yourself and you feel like you ain't shit because you can't do everything, that you don't know how, and you're like, I can't learn this in one day.
Yeah.
And there's this
100%.
whole like social media guys of like learn it in one day. Sit down, watch 100 YouTube videos.
Go to YouTube University.
YouTube's your college, man. Like I can't sit and watch a video like that.
No, 100%.
So people need to reach out and get help from other people sometimes.
Yeah.
Like ask.
It's the same thing with photography too. Like you can't take pictures and perform at the same time, right? Like you can't. Yeah. So everything. You know, where I'm glad to help another entrepreneur out as always.
Yeah.
And your website's gonna be looking awesome, by the way.
Oh, we got this.
Yeah, we got this.
Oh, fucking website, yo. I'm professional as shit, man.
Dude, it's gonna look nice.
I know.
It's gonna look
nice.
nice.
I'm gonna send that shit to my uncle real quick.
Yo, she got some nice pictures too. Oh my god, it's gonna look nice.
Shit, I'm gonna smile too much now. We gotta end this shit because I'm happy. I'm like, yo, I'm the shit. Earlier, I was like, yo, I ain't shit. These photos suck. But now I'm here. I'm like, yes, I am great. That's the fucking cycle of being an artist, though.
That's so true.
It's horrible.
One day you wake up, I can't fucking do this. Next day, I'm gonna be like fucking like a billionaire. And
you're like, who's
next
better
week,
than me? No one. Fucking no one.
I'm gonna be famous like in 2 weeks. Like, I have 1 million subscribers in three
already
weeks.
famous.
Time.
I don't need people to be famous. Like, bitch, I'll walk down the block.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, they can find me at AdamLou22, aml-creative.com. And yeah, thank you for coming on Mackenzie Moments.
This was fun.
This was fun, and I'm glad that you came on. You know,
Me
as a
too.
guest, we talked shop. We had another photographer on. You
This
know,
wasn't as scary as I thought it'd be.
No,
I was
just chill.
stressing for like a minute, like stress eating snacks.
yeah. Yeah, we're getting your social security number and your license and all that stuff.
Then I had like my block of Gouda cheese and like Cape Cod chips. But like, move on. They don't need to know about this shit. We got
No.
Shit.
We'll cut that
Bye.
part out. Wink,
No,
wink.
we won't.
No, we won't. No shot. Cut that out. All right.
All right.
Thank
Can I take
you.
these off now?
Yeah, take it off. Take it off.